What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to 1% EIDL loans and 20 years of forgiveness. I said I wasn't going to do another E-word video unless there was major breaking news. Well, I've got some. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and go find us over at trysmallbiz.com. That's trysmallbiz.com, where you can advertise your company today. Or for just $1, you can hire moi as a premium member, one of only 500. We'll put you on the homepage more than 100 times a day and promote you to more than 125,000 people around this country on social media. That's trysmallbiz.com. Get started today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we cover three major aspects of an article that I will pin in the top comment below, with respect to EIDL, I have to share a video, a story from the one and only President Biden, someone we known as prone to gaffes. It's a TikTok video. I shared it on Twitter, but it's not getting wide enough reach because it's a direct link. So I'm going to play this for you. Pay particular attention to the comedian or the voiceover that's in the background, or the foreground, I should say, of this video. And if you're not laughing before we come back and finish out this video, with respect to EIDL, then I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. So, with that said, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock, get your significant other in the room. Here we go. Oh, hell, come here. Jason's got a funny video. All right. I don't do the screen shares yet. I'm about to learn how. I'm going to get a camera, a microphone. We're going next level here real soon, folks. So I've got to flip this around and show you on my 24-inch iMac this TikTok video, again, of the 46th president of the United States. So bear with me here.
Okay, one more story on the way out.
Hang on, did he tell y'all he was doing a story time?
Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Where are you going with this, Joe?
And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight racers.
Was this planned?
And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pull filter is.
Okay, did anyone clear this story?
And they had, those days, used to remember the straight racers, you'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty.
None of this is in his speech notes.
And they get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
Oh my God, please don't talk about kids right now.
And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
Oh my God.
So it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
I literally told y'all not to let him around the kids.
So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
No.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Hey, half of you voted for this guy, right? I mean, look, if there's anything that I have learned, ladies and gentlemen, watching Joseph Beernut's mortal enemy of Corn Pop Biden, it's that anything is possible. This guy has the nuclear football. He is supposed to be the most powerful man in the world. If he can reach it to the pinnacle of his career, then you, no matter how hard or how low you are with respect to your life, your family, or your business, you can come back. You can do this, because this guy, well, let's just say he's an absolute fucking train wreck. But that is one hell of a funny video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Share it with your significant other. Put it all over social media. All right. With that said, half the people in this country, actually, according to the numbers, 80 some odd million people voted for Joe Biden. He couldn't fill a phone booth. We had a rally down the street in just outside of Atlanta back when they had the circles and they were doing the honking. Well, Fox News did a pan over to the parking lot. There were 12 cars, but he got all of Atlanta in terms of the votes. Right. All right, get back to the EIDL. All right, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we're stuck once again at 400 premium members. $1 a day. I spoke to a number of awesome people today, some of which are upgrading, one in which is getting her profile back because it lapsed accidentally when she changed her credit card. Look, 500. That's it. You can call me. You can email me. If you're local to Atlanta, I'll meet you for a drink or a cup of coffee. 500. And we're about to launch the UPS store. I'm going to do it on the QT because I don't want to share the address publicly. So go to your profile, get a premium membership, hit the products icon. If you sell anything of physical, it can be a cookbook, it can be a book, it can be anything that you can touch and feel that I can do a small biz product review on starting in the next couple of weeks. Get a premium membership right now. You're going to be glad you did. All right, pinned in the top comment is an article, and you probably heard this from the great Speak and See and writer over at Skip, but I've been asked to throw my 2 cents in. What does it mean to us? NRA, that's the National Restaurant Association, urges SBA to lower rates accrued interest on COVID-19 loans. Basically, there are 3 aspects to this particular article, which has been taken nationwide by a blue check profile, the National Restaurant Association. But you will realize it's exactly what I and the other 2 guys and others that are currently in the idle justice fight have been saying now for 2 years. First of all, they're asking the SBA to lower the interest rate to 1%. As we speak, it's 3.75. They want it treated just like PPP. Might I remind you that my home state, I now live in Atlanta, of New York, back in July of 2020, right after the pandemic started, Thomas Sweezy and others in the House put forward an official bill, but it ended up going absolutely nowhere. So does it help when the National Restaurant Association, which again has a blue check and a national coverage in terms of the media in the last several days, is saying lower the damn interest rate to 1%, just like PPP? Yes, it does. Over and above that, number 2 is they want the accrued interest wiped out. My goodness gracious, how many times have we been saying that for the last 12 plus months? Because you are being raped with respect to the amount of interest that is piling up in your SBA EIDL loan account, which the payments start becoming due, at least for some of you, including myself, next month or the month after. So they, the NRA, is asking the SBA to wipe out the accrued interest altogether, and anything that goes forward from here on out at 1%. But this is number 3, and I find this one to be most interesting. They have put forward a proposal on a 30-year loan that the SBA, I'm assuming with the help of Congress, wipe out the last 20 years. In other words, as a small business owner who may have taken out 1 or 2 EIDL loans, you would only be responsible for the first 10 years. 2/3, in other words, of your EIDL loan based on this proposal would be wiped out. You would not have to pay the SBA. So what do I think of these proposals? Well, the first 2 I've argued for nonstop for over a year, so I'm all in favor. I actually think this idea in terms of only being responsible for 10 years, and hear me out, I can hear people, we need to wipe it out altogether. Yeah, of course we do. We're still fighting on Twitter every single day. Follow me, Stock Picks, Insight, and slamming the SBA in Congress. But this wipes out in a very, what I call, clean manner, 2/3 of the loan. Because let's assume we have to go through reconsideration to establish economic loss. And let's assume the SBA says, well, if you can prove you had a 50% economic loss, we'll wipe out half, 2/3, or all of the loan. We've all seen what an effing fiasco it is when the SBA has to get involved with their outsourced staff to figure out, as I drool all over the place, wonder why? Probably the coffee. As they figure out who's eligible and who's not. So the bottom line is this. If we can get 1% interest rates, just like PPP, if we can get them to eliminate, and that includes all of the accrued interest from day 1 over the last 30 months, and get some sort of a forgiveness, whether it's the first 2/3, whether it's half, whether it's based on 50% economic loss, whatever it is, The fact that we have, boy, I'm drooling all over the place, probably the stock market. The fact that we have national conversation from another major player only helps us. If you're asking my opinion, I think the first two are very easy and likely to happen, meaning wipe out the accrued and 1% interest. 1% interest probably comes first, then wipe out accrued because there's a lot of money there on the line. They're going to make us feel the pain as they have done with the student loans with respect to forgiveness. So it's most likely, in this guy's opinion, a 2024 issue where they attempt to, you guessed it, buy your votes. And by the way, before I let you go, get a premium membership. And who's in the stock market? I know it's like fucking crickets here on YouTube. Do you know that if you invested $1,000 with me back in March, it's worth 15 grand right now? There are people that invested $100,000 that are worth, $1.5 million, and every number you could think of somewhere in between. What was I saying? As you start to log off and fuck yourself and your financial future, you snowflakes on YouTube, listen to what I'm telling you. I said on Thursday and Friday of last week, when there were no bulls to be found, the stock market is bottoming. There was no one on CNBC. It's nonstop doom and gloom. Loaf of bread's going to be $40. Your house is going to be worth 20 cents on the dollar. There's going to be absolutely nothing left when Russia levels Ukraine or North Korea. Everywhere you look on social media, in particular YouTube, is doom and gloom. It's one Armageddon video after another. I, on the other hand, think our future is insanely bright. We're about to have, as a matter of fact, flying cars and trips to Mars. And now that Elon Musk just took over Twitter, boy, can you hear the screaming from the far left? Get ready for accusations of hate speech and domestic terrorists, because now the playing field's been leveled. There's going to be equal voice for the left and the right and everybody like myself who's in the middle. So ladies and gentlemen, follow me on Twitter so I can help you make some money. Get a premium membership. By the way, we're going to start promoting entire categories. Next week, there's 20. Everyone's going to get a heck of a lot of value for just $1 a day. So until next time, always remember that I love each and every single one of you. We're making progress, and thank you so much for watching.